Here's how to check the brake fluid level and add fluid to a Subaru Impreza. This is a 2005 model, so this will work for that generation, probably other ones as well. It's pretty standard. So we're looking at the brake fluid reservoir right here, and you can see there's a minimum and a maximum fluid level, and it's a little bit below max, so we just want to top that up. So it's very important that you don't get any dirt in here. So before you do this, you can see the rest of the engine is filthy, but before you do this, you want to wash this, make sure it dries completely, because you also don't want any water in there. So once this is clean, you read the cap, and the cap will tell you what kind of fluid you use. This particular car uses .3 fluid from a sealed container, and that sealed container thing is important. Like if you've got brake fluid that's been sitting around in your garage for 10 years, you probably don't want to use that. You probably want to get a little bottle of the DOT3 brake fluid. And then when you're at the store, you'll see synthetic and you'll see regular brake fluid, and maybe you don't know what's in your car. This is one of the most controversial things on the internet. A lot of people say it's fine to mix synthetic and regular, and then some people say it's not, and then some people say if it's DOT 3 or 4, you can mix synthetic with regular. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm sure it'll work fine based on what I've read on there, but do your own research. So don't get mad at me. I'm not making any claims, but it is the most controversial thing on the internet, and you'll be looking at it for hours and doubting yourself if you go down that hole. To remove the cap, we just turn it this many degrees. I guess that's almost 90 degrees, and then it'll come off. Put it somewhere where it's not going to get any dirt in it. And then you just dump your brake fluid down the hole until it reaches the line at the top. Go slow so you don't overfill it. You also, of course, want to be parked on a flat surface, but get it up to the max line, no more. Now you can see here that there are sort of two different chambers here. So it was above the line here, and then eventually it took a minute or so to bleed back into here, and then this line came down a little bit. So you want to give it a little time to equalize between the front and the back chambers, and then make sure it's at max. Put the cap back on, make it click, and you're done. And brake fluid is not good for painted surfaces, so if you spilled any brake fluid while you were doing this, make sure that you clean it off so that it's not sitting there eroding your car.